Identify the kinds of sentences from the following sentences and write their name against each of them. Acha, same type. Identify the kinds of sentences from the following sentences. Acha, okay. Wasn't that sack is very heavy? Wasn't that sack is very heavy? You have to identify whether it is a question or not. What type of sentence? It is a question. Okay. And it is yes no question. Do you know what are the types of questions? Questions are of three types: yes no question, WH question and tag question. Yes no question, yes no question. Three types of question. Three types of questions. You may write them in your copy. One is
yes or no.
Yes no, yes hyphen no no question. That means the questions which have no whose answer is yes or no. Type 2 WH question. Question. Okay. And third type is tag question.
What?
Tag question. Tag. 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 Tag question is something new to you, I think. Tag questions are those questions which are added to the end of any assertive sentence. At the end of any assertive sentence, sometimes some questions are added. For example, you are ill, aren't you? তুমি অসুস্থ তাই না? Such type of question, you are ill, you write it, you are ill, comma, are n apostrophe t, aren't you? You are ill, comma, aren't you?
Okay.
Aren't, AREN apostrophe t, are not a short form. Here aren't you is the tag question. Okay?
Okay.
Yes no question, WH question, or the three types of questions should be written by you, but should be remembered for narration change of questions. Narration change, question narration করার সময় এই তিন টাইপের কোশ্চেনের কথা তোমার মনে রাখতে হবে, বিশেষ করে yes no question আর WH কোশ্চেনের কথা। ঠিক আছে? আচ্ছা, নেক্সট, দিস ইজ নট আওয়ার main topic. In the context we just discussed it. Don't forget, remember that there are three types of questions. What are the other name of questions? The other name of assertive sentence is statement, and questions is other name of what type of sentence?
Questions in what? WH sentence?
No, interrogative sentence. According to meaning, sentences are of five types: assertive or statement, interrogative or questions, third imperative, fourth exclamatory, fifth optative. You will not forget them. You will always remember this classification of types, classification of sentences. Sentences are of five types according to meaning, and sentences are of three types according to sense. Because we are learning a language, and in language sentence are always used, and you have to know these two types of classification of sentences. Sentences are classified from two angles. One is from the angle of meaning or sense, and from the angle of meaning or sense, sentences are classified into five types.
Statement, question, imperative,
Statement, question, imperative, exclamatory, optative. In other words, assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, exclamatory sentence, and optative sentence. Okay? And each of the five types of sentences have also some subclass, like one we have just mentioned, types of questions. Questions or interrogative sentences are of three types: yes no question, WH question, tag question. And I have just taught you what these three types of questions. Yes no questions are those questions whose answers are yes or no. WH questions are those questions which begins with some WH question word and even with H word, that means how much, how many. These are also included or broadly termed as WH questions. How much, how many, এগুলো দিয়ে কোশ্চেন হলেও ওগুলোকে সাধারণভাবে WH কোশ্চেনের মধ্যেই ধরা হয়, ঠিক আছে? আদারওয়াইজ all questions that begins with some WH question words, that means who, which, when, whose, all these are WH questions. Okay?
Okay.
And tag questions is this type of questions: you are ill, aren't you? Okay. Next, question number 2: how nice man he is. How nice man he is. I think there is a omission of article. How nice a man he is. Here an article should be. You should write However, it is an exclamatory sentence. Okay. How can you be a nice man? How can you be a nice man? Question. Okay. What a beautiful
rose it is.
Rose it is. Exclamatory. Okay. The rose is beautiful. Statement. What is beautiful? Question. Okay. This is another practice session on the types of sentences.